Psychology. Today, we're going to talk about chapter 2, section 2, part 2, section 1. We're going to cover different parts, different systems that we didn't cover last week. But we're going to talk about respiratory system. We're going to talk about digestive system, renal system, reproductive system, genetics and health. And lastly, we're going to talk about immune system. So, respiratory system. Here's a big picture of it. I'm gonna sip a coffee, but you guys just take a look at this for a minute. So at the top, you can just see nasal passages. Then you can just see different parts, for example, pharynx and larynx. Then comes trachea, which is like a tube here, and it is just literally the main part. Not the main part, but just very important part of respiratory system. So let me tell you the story step by step. So basically, you're gonna actually take a breath. You're gonna do inhale. So you're gonna get fresh oxygen into your body. So this fresh oxygen actually gonna come down from trachea inside of your lungs. Um, so here, I guess it's not really clear, but here we just have like different parts. We have like bronchi. Then we do have, oh, here is just a better picture, but I'm gonna talk about this soon. But we do have like bronchi. Then we do have like some sort of what is that? Sacs actually, and we're gonna call it like alveoli. These sacs actually, whenever you are just inhale, you're gonna get fresh oxygen. The oxygen gonna come down like from here to alveoli. So your blood that actually hanging here can just get that fresh oxygen. Okay. Then I guess you remember that from your cardiovascular lecture. I literally said that, hey, from your heart, the blood, like the blood full of CO2 or like carbon dioxide, gonna go to your lungs and gonna get fresh oxygen. And this is the fresh oxygen from your alveoli. So you're gonna get the fresh oxygen from here, but your blood did have that kind of carbon dioxide that was very bad for your body, and it wanted to just get rid of that. Here is the best section for just trading that kind of carbon dioxide and just get fresh oxygen. So whenever you are doing exhale, you're gonna actually get rid of carbon dioxide, and by inhale, you're gonna get oxygen. To make it a bit simple, let's consider the whole respiratory system as an upside tree. Here it can like trachea, it's gonna be literally like the trunk of the tree. But for example, bronchi, they can just be the leaf, right? So again, whenever you are just doing inhale, you can just get fresh oxygen from here, and you can just trade off the CO2 in your body by the fresh oxygen. Okay. So in a nutshell, respiratory system, it can just help us to get fresh oxygen. It can just actually, with the help of your lungs, and your lungs gonna get bigger during the inhale process, because whenever you are just inhaling, you are just trying to just have like as more oxygen as possible. But whenever you are just exhaling, you're gonna actually eliminate carbon dioxide through the process of exhaling, which actually reducing the volume of your lung by doing that. So like any other system, there are like some problems with respect to respiratory system. First of all, it's gonna be asthma, which is like such a common problem. It can just happen based on allergy and all that. For example, during the spring season, because of the pollen and all that, you might just get allergy and asthma, which means like your whole lung system, it's gonna get inflamed, and it's going to get sensitive to a specific phenomena, which can just cause problem of breathing. Another problem with respiratory system going to be viral and bacterial infections. Then going to be, for example, pneumonia and lung cancer, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired today. I know it's just my first lecture, but it is like 5 p.m. So I'm just a bit tired. So let's get back to disorders associated with respiratory system. I would say the newest one gonna be corona, right? For example, if you had COVID, you know that how COVID actually impacted your whole like lungs and the capacity of your lungs. For example, my dad, he got COVID in the beginning, like before getting the vaccine, and he lost like around 50% of his lung capacity because of the COVID. But like if you got the COVID, like after getting the vaccine, the damage gonna be less and less.